Welcome for today's Christmas special. And for today's video, I'm going to check out Billy and Mandy Save Christmas. For those who don't know, Billy and Mandy Save Christmas is an episode from the animated series, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And it's created by Maxwell Adams for Cartoon Network and distributed by Warner Brothers Domestic Television. It is also the 14th episode for its 4th season. And it's also its 20th anniversary, and I haven't seen this one in a long ass while, so I figured let's check it out. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the special begins with Grim narrating Santa getting ready for Christmas.
And his reindeer had farted.
Like him checking his list.
But there are some who aren't jolly, some who aren't nice, and Santa makes sure that they'll pay the price.
Damn, Santa don't play. Anyways, during Christmas Eve, Santa gets an unpleasant surprise.
For some holiday reaping.
Oh my god!
And we cut to the opening credits, which I gotta say, I like the music here as it's a nice blend of Christmas and horror. Oh, and it's time for a Monty Python reference.
Bah, humbug.
Perfection.
And we begin in Entsville Mall, where Billy, Mandy, and Grim are waiting in line so Billy can use the bathroom.
I can't believe there are this many people waiting to use the bathroom! I feel like my bladder's gonna explode!
Then a kid tells him that the line is actually to see Santa Claus, which gets Billy all excited and Mandy hating.
Santa. What a big red scam.
Santa's not a scam, Mandy. He's real. We went to college together.
Hey, same here. Anyways, it turns out that this mall Santa is Mr. Scar, who is Billy's neighbor and has a huge hate boner for Billy. And it gets worse.
Have you been relieving yourself on me this whole time?
Tis the season for giving.
Whoa! Santa's trying to kill that little kid!
Okay, to be fair, if a kid pissed on me, I'd kick his ass too. Then Scar's fake beer falls and the people there start rioting.
Hey, that's not the real Santa!
This mall lied to us! Let's get him!
This is for making me believe!
You know, 20 years ago, this would have seemed unlikely, but nowadays, it's just an average Tuesday.
How come every time I take you kids to the mall, it burns to the ground?
I blame the economy.
And I can't believe that's also relevant. Anyways, Grim takes Billy and Mandy to the North Pole to prove to Mandy that Santa is real. But when they get there, the North Pole is looking like shit. Damn, I guess inflation fucked them up too. Anyways, Grim enters the workshop with a skeleton key. And the gang find Nancy Claus and Santa's elves barricaded inside. And Mandy cannot believe that this proves Santa is real.
I was right! Santa is real! I think this calls for the Billy Was Right dance!
Anyways, Mrs. Claus here leads them downstairs to see what the hell happened with Santa. And we see this.
Santa! Chihuahua! What an asshole!
And yes, Santa here is voiced by the late great Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, he always did tire out quickly.
Anyways, Nancy fills us in on what the hell happened to Santa.
I came back in from chopping wood, and Santa was there, trying to drink the blood of that poor elf who wanted to be a dentist.
I understood that reference.
And Mandy deduces that the only way to revert Santa to normal is to eliminate the head vampire. And Mrs. Claus suggests Grim and Mandy to see Baron von Ghoulish, a vampire who resides in the forbidden castle of no return, along with this.
Follow Dead Man's Path through the crag of endless stabbing pain, take a left at the Tree of Evisceration, into the Cave of Horrible Smells, then cut through Lovable Pony Meadow, and you'll be at the forbidden castle of no return.
Sounds easy enough.
Bullshit.
Anyways, before leaving, Grim tells Billy that he needs to be the man of the house. To which Billy reassures Mrs. Claus that she can go to him for help if she needs any. God damn, one of these days she's gonna kill somebody with that. Meanwhile, Grim and Mandy reach the Baron's castle, where he's brushing his teeth.
Singing in the rain. I'm happy again.
And yes, the Baron is voiced by Malcolm McDowell. And this scene is actually a reference to McDowell's character, Alex, from A Clockwork Orange, where he also sings Singing in the Rain. Anyways, when they break in, they are perplexed by the Baron's behavior, acting more like a goddamn neat freak.
Now I've got to get this clean before the stain sets. How is it that so much dirt always sticks to humans?
That was the head vampire?
Or his mother.
Then Mandy attempts to destroy the Baron, however, she fails.
What have you done?
She did it.
Now it's Billy and Mandy Save Christmas. Then it's a Johnny Bravo holiday special. This is Cartoon Network.
And it turns out the Baron survived because of his mini-ass vacuum cleaner. And he informs the characters that they actually want the head vampire.
The head vampire?
Yes, they did this whole reorganization thing a couple of 100 years ago. Doesn't make much sense to me.
Okay, just to summarize here, he does not know what the head vampire looks like.
If he spilled something on your rug, I bet you'd remember what he looks like.
So Grim and Mandy head out, but the Baron decides to tag along when they mention saving Christmas, as both the Baron always wanted to save Christmas as a boy, and Grim always wanted to save Christmas with a vampire. Back at the factory, Billy stays true to his promise and tries and fails to assist Mrs. Claus in any way he can, and laments about Christmas being ruined forever, to which Mrs. Claus promises that he will have a special place in her heart during the New World Order.
Do we have pie?
Anyways, Grim and Mandy return with the Baron in tow, explaining their situation, and Mrs. Claus suggests they should try asking Santa what he remembers from before he was bitten. However, the three get cornered in the basement with Santa as Mrs. Claus took Grim's scythe to clean it, and she locked their asses in there. Oh, and the Baron says this.
You know what?
What?
I think I remember. Mrs. Claus is the head vampire.
That would have been useful information 5 minutes ago.
Way to go, a-hole!
And they try to appeal to Santa's human side, which does work until Mandy does this.
I want the world to be free of you blood-sucking monsters.
We're here to save Christmas, Mandy, not ruin it again.
You're lucky that death was here to save you this time, Batman.
Man, I wouldn't want to be that guy.
Anyways, after the escape, Nancy reveals her true self.
Again, hello, 5 minutes ago.
Oh, and she talks shit to the Baron as she sent them there to destroy them, but the Baron didn't want to as it's too messy. And she scares him, which leads him to hide in the Christmas tree. And Mandy asks why the hell Mrs. Claus turned Santa into a vampire, where Mrs. Claus explained that she and Santa were very happy early in their marriage, describing Santa as a kind and generous person. And they also started their own business together. However, as Santa became more and more preoccupied with checking his list, Nancy quickly found herself overworked and feeling unappreciated.
Santa works 1 day a year, and I work my fingers to the bone the other 364. Never a moment's rest. I've had it.
Now that the secret's out, Nancy sends her vampire elves after Grim and Mandy. Meanwhile, Billy is off doing his own shit when he come across an emergency system with a hologram of Santa, explaining that this system was put in place in case he ever turned into a vampire. And it starts off by listing instructions on what to do in order to turn him back. Meanwhile, Grim is tackled by vampire elves, and Mandy goes to confront Mrs. Claus.
And I thought she was ugly before.
should I tell him?
Nah, it's Christmas.
Toasty!
Then Billy arrives with a bowl of freshly made cookies, which he presents to Santa, which returns him to normal. Afterwards, Billy and Santa go to Mrs. Claus, and Billy describes his feelings about Christmas.
Sure, sometimes we eat the yellow snow, but at Christmas time, it tastes just a little bit better.
Fucking what?
And at the same time, Santa makes an apology to his wife. Then Mrs. Claus reverts back to normal, forgiving him, and apologizes to the gang for what happened. Which, not gonna lie, if that happened to me, you're gonna need more than an apology to make up for that shit.
Okay, so the list so far is bitches, white bitches, Asian bitches, Brazilian bitches, East Indian bitches, West Indian bitches, Puerto Rican bitches.
Oh, then Mandy expresses her concern that what happened over the course of the special might happen again, but Santa reveals that he knew Mrs. Claus was a vampire long before he met her, and says that sometimes you have to take risks and have faith and believe in the goodness of others. Along with this,
Between you and me, this is like the 6th or 7th time she's turned me into a vampire. But I always manage to return to my jolly old self. Ho, ho, ho!
Wow, I can't find a flaw in his logic.
furthermore, we found out who the hell was throwing the snowballs.
Ah, suckers! What the? Hey! Now that's what Christmas is all about!
It's funny because it's true.
And we cut to the credits. And on Christmas, Grim wakes up Mandy at midnight, where he discovers he got a new scythe from Santa, while Mandy got coal in her stocking.
No.
And we also get an end credits song, which is Round and Round by Rat. And unfortunately, I cannot play it here because of copyright. And we also see that Billy assists Santa in guiding his reindeer. And yeah, that's about it. So what do I think of the special?
And I gotta say, it's pure cinema. Not only is the comedy great, but the performances as well, with Malcolm McDowell's Baron von Ghoulish being a highlight, and Carol Kane being great as Mrs. Claus, as she's both a sweet old lady, but she can also be a grumpy and ferocious vampire. And there's Santa Claus by Gilbert Gottfried, as he's funny as always. And like I mentioned before, it's been a long time since I've seen it, and it still holds up, even today. So I say, go check it out. You'll have one hell of a jolly good time. So I give it 5 out of 5 Vampire Santa Claus. And that was the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this.
Let's up those numbers! Come on. Do it. Do it!
Oh, and if you like my work, support the channel at Ko-Fi. There you can donate with as little as $1 a month, and you can drop suggestions for any future projects you want me to check out, and you get to have your names in the credits. And if you do support me, I thank you very much, and I appreciate it very much. So stay safe out there, goodbye, and happy holidays.
What an asshole!
Where's Santa? Santa, you in here? Santa has sharp nails.
That ain't Santa's house, doofus.